Okay, so in today's video, we got to talk about Stephen A. Smith interview with Ryan Clark, man. I see some clips that's going viral. Stephen A. Smith pretty much responded back to everybody. People like Steven Jackson, Plies, and even the comedian Godfrey had got on Stephen A. Smith's neck for some of the stuff that's been going on recently with him, man. But yeah, Stephen A. Smith went to the Pivot podcast, and he wanted to address a lot of stuff that's been going on right now. And so he wanted to use Ryan Clark's platform, I guess, to try to tap into more of a black audience, in my opinion, because why else would he go on Ryan Clark's Pivot podcast right now in this moment? It was just kind of out of nowhere to see Stephen A. Smith have an interview with them for absolutely no reason at all, right? So yeah, like I said, he addressed the LeBron James thing because, Steven Jackson had said, yo, you criticize LeBron James, you called out LeBron, you called out a black billionaire, but when that white billionaire, talking about Serena Williams' husband, came on your show, mind you, checked you, you didn't have nothing else to say.
You get loud and all in your feelings about Bron. When Bron, he talking to a black billionaire, but when he talking to a white billionaire, you humble.
Stephen A. Smith, I think you had some marriage advice for me. Is that right? Or
well, you know what? Listen, I did it. People, headlines are headlines. We can get into that another time, but I was
hoping you were going to be here.
I am not qualified. Married?
Right.
Oh no, not me.
Well,
I ain't qualified, my brother. I'm not qualified.
I was going to ask because you hadn't been married before, right?
I am married.
No,
she hasn't.
Okay. Yeah, because I give advice to plenty of founders who want to build billion-dollar companies, and the reason I do that is because I build billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
So I generally try to stay in my lane as advice
Then
department.
we'll talk marriage advice later. I'm doing 13 years strong. We got you.
Deal.
Alexis, thank you so much.
Serena Williams, she is married to billionaire Alexis Ohanian, and he came on First Take today to promote some new event that he's got going on with Atheos and all of that. And, people are talking about how he came at me, and took a sly dig, because of what I said and, when Serena Williams was on stage performing at the Super Bowl. I've never met this man. I wish I was in studio today, but I'm not. I have a speaking engagement, so I'm out of town. That's why I was not there today. It would have been nice to meet him. I don't know the man. I have nothing against him whatsoever. I don't recall saying a negative word about him.
And you come back on your show talking real respectful, mild mannered, man. Hey, bro, listen, bro. And you dogging the black women. Let's stay out of politics and stick to talking about sports you never played. All right? Just stick to doing that, bro. Stop, bro, okay? You do not have the same energy for other people, but you got a lot of energy for Bron and black women and not everybody else. Well, stop it.
So I want to show you guys these two clips of Stephen A. Smith addressing everything, talking about LeBron James, and also saying that, in person, if Serena Williams' husband would have checked him in person, it would have been a different story. And it's just like, all right, bro, we already know the same old Stephen A. Smith script, right? So let me show you guys these two clips, and then I'll come back with some more commentary. Let's check out these clips right here. And if you can, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you stuck around this long. It really does help support my YouTube channel, and I really do appreciate that.
So you have the LeBron situation, you go at him, and then last week Alexis Ohanian comes on the show, and it's the whole big thing about him saying something about you not being married.
Right.
How do you weigh what you say about people because you may have a situation like that where that person is on your show and now you have to deal with them having residual feelings from something you already said?
Well, first of all, let's go to that. Alexis Ohanian, Serena Williams' husband. It would have been an entirely different situation if I were in studio.
LeBron and you had the conversation courtside. You were being very honest about that interaction, and you said, okay, we don't like each other.
Right.
How do you feel you handled that situation overall? Are you proud of how that went?
I wouldn't use the word proud. I would tell you that I don't regret anything that I did in terms of handling the situation. I don't regret it now. And I would tell you my feelings haven't changed. I don't like him at all. He doesn't like me at all. I don't like talking about him because I think people think that I'm looking to talk about him. Like, LeBron's inside of Stephen A's head. If you don't ask me about him, I won't talk about him. You see what I'm saying? I got a job to do, and he will never interfere with my job. I'm going to be professional. This man is in my mind, the second greatest player to have ever played the game of basketball. He's a great ambassador for the game of basketball. He's an incredible role model. What he has done with himself, what he has done with his crew, it's beyond admirable. And he will always warrant the utmost respect. But everybody hasn't had the relationship that I've had. I'm in the media. I'm a commentator and pundit. I know the things that you've done behind the scenes. I know the things that you've said behind my back. I know what you tried to do to derail me from being in the position that I'm in today. I know that if it were up to you, I'd have been stopped years ago. So it goes far deeper than I'll ever get into publicly. Knowing that, I still went on the air and was fair. And to me, you know, the way he handled the situation, coming up to me, courtside, all right, fine, you're emotional, whatever. I don't know who's getting on you at home, and you might have felt compelled to do it. All right, fine. You reach on Saturday night in Boston. After that happens, you talking to RJ, Richard Jefferson, our colleague at ESPN. Good brother, your former teammate. Whisper in his ear, he said something about me as a father. I couldn't take that. But when that man went on Pat McAfee show just to insult me, that was the final straw. To come on ESPN just to insult me with a show that comes on after me, we know what you were doing. So my attitude is, fine. Fuck it. This is how you want to do it? We good. Now we're in my lane. Because make no mistake, it's my lane. And you want to play that game with me, we fine. But the world needs to just understand I'm going to be professional. But in the same breath, there's nothing wrong with telling the truth. I don't like his ass. And he don't like me.
So yeah, that's Stephen A. Smith addressing everybody that was calling him out. Like I said, man, a lot of people has been calling him out recently, man, because like a lot of people just starting to see Stephen A. Smith for who he is, especially now since he's tapping into his politics and stuff like that. And people are just starting to really notice that he just has a different energy when it comes to his own kind and how he handles other races, specifically white people. He always has a soft spot, a softer tone, versus when he's calling out somebody that's black, his own skin tone. So yeah, man, I just want to show you guys Stephen A. Smith addressing everything. Of course, you know, always playing victim. And that's the reason why he used Ryan Clark's platform to play victim, knowing Ryan Clark is not going to combat anything and not going to give any pushback. He's just going to allow Stephen A. Smith to go on his show, play victim, and try to create his own narratives again, man. You know, Stephen A. Smith does this all the time when he faces backlash. He has to try to change the narrative. And he even pretty much said that with the LeBron James thing. Like, yo, this is my world. Like, when you checked me and confronted me, you stepped in my world, basically saying that, like, I have the power to change the narrative, which is why he's playing victim with the topic, which is why Stephen A. Smith is coming out saying that LeBron James doesn't like me, so I don't like him. We haven't seen LeBron come out and publicly say, I don't like Stephen A. Smith, the way that we see Stephen A. Smith constantly say now that he doesn't like LeBron James. So like I said, man, you know, this guy's just trying to change the narrative. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts about today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Catch you guys on the next one, and we out, guys. Peace.